they see what Lebanon and Ranajo say kotake biza yewo. I think say Yadibi also shushim. Minim the amo epic from that end mustraki because we just understand we on identifiable areas or target or striking. And I know so here America Iran for attack Aramco oil or Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia say we in himself more attack France American installations in Saudi Arabia, but Aramco belongs to Saudi Arabia. And then I'm attack. Some of the attacks, I say, shudder just to be part of the collateral damage I'm creating. And I hope and pray Ghana will investigate very well and then find out say didn't know attack because I'm free. Say a list of their enemies are me. You can also so among some I didn't NCOB. But you see, what is happening in Iraq? Iran, sorry, it was here. Because I travel longer. There is effect, you know, a better as all mine. And they also say now so a dajun who knows a quabens and a befaswa to come to Richard. Maybe the America can say a mumpire because we share the rival of American Iran and Nasem. Now I say, Maminu na Babatum. Because I share the history, I shall say, since 1951, Mohammed Mossadegh Kase Omoya Riban for the nationalization of Iran oil. That was 1951. I'm more consider 1872 concession be amuye at the time I discover oil. And because this time around, I was amuya oil. America succeeded by influencing Shah Mohammed. So okay, raise Pahlavi Fono say I'm overthrow Mohammed Mossadegh. I'm succeeded. I'm in now whilst they are there, Mama Iran was very free country to enjoy their Obia pay. Till 1979.
Right.
And a friend say Ay3hu then they took over. A new constitution in 81, what do you call it, Islamic Republic of Iran, and that is why America who say no. Baby Amunina media. I say I am and if we share the history of Iran, even after the overthrow of a friend say Shah Mohammed and in the family, no, I had to learn and Chebia and also engage war with a friend say Saddam Hussein. And after Saddam Hussein, no, America say could I joke a crime to copy a name, but sanctions after sanction because America discover say or me a friend nuclear weapon. Every time be a sanction sanction. Iran is also. Oh, some proxy we play. They are using Houthis in Yemen as their proxy.
Yeah.
They are using Hezbollah for in Lebanon as their proxy. To some larger extent, because we use Hamas for in Palestine as their proxy. So America will say, also as they are becoming a threat to the Middle East. So American feel say, oh, any strong nation be rising in the Middle East, you know, against Israel are their enemies. If not for that fact, we will in America because of Obi possessing nuclear weapon, you can't attack him. So okay, about 4 months ago, 3 months. What time Israel Palestine talk a heated panel. Americans say one of their worst weapon, a friend the B2, that B2 jet. They attack Iran. Momoka so might decimate all this nuclear
facility.
And to be we say safe. Just less than 4 months. We say DB. I didn't know no. Mun ni sama ni ma discover said no mo sako. They say mo severe we are say. And so the what is the guarantee say we are. You better discover say ampa by this meeting a nuclear weapon. So you can see clearly say and shada in here because of ABI nuclear weapon there are certain motive behind. Maybe say it's about say they capture that oil area. I must have seen him do it with Venezuela. I must say Maduro I breached the contact between France ExxonMobil and Venezuela. In the international court, almost into Musika over $1 billion. But there was a mintia. I'm a command to Mam Pibiacha, New Amunia. I feel so the DEA now. I'm establishing to fight the drugs in France, Venezuela. No, Maduro Pamamo, and Maduro have allowed, say, among for use drugs, find the border, Ediba American, Amako Cotino, the Naba American. In fact, I'm say in the election crown or use drugs money. Now America is controlling the Venezuelan oil. Likewise, they want to also go into Middle East and take charge of Iran because as for Iraq, Saudi Arabia they are under control. Bahrain, Qatar, United Arab Emirates and stuff. Under control.
But what you Trump also some of the concerns are raising as Iran. I mean the supreme leader through the hands. Many women and children near day after they wakum nipa bebre. Almost to tally about also over bare 35,000 or more count to aba. Eti on one end no nini jumedi enti omu ni say onye nipa wapa or ye evil. He needs to be, I mean, in a regime na so mo ending.
How can they do that? A man amutimuno. There's a constitution era no mine.
Okay.
A man amutimuno. A man ajitum say they have to do these two. Also more supreme leader. The human leader and a more president. Is a president there Masoud Kashmini.
Sure.
Now Omu principle they say they are enforcing the Sharia, and America feels say against the right of people and stuff, but they don't have the evidence of say killing. Killing is saying and say I'm for sorry demonstration say they don't believe in the government and economic hardship. Okay, and I say 3 months ago, protest here, and
some women were even arrested.
I also say Chronophobia amu share Iranians. Say Iranian friend Mossad. Mossad Arabic Jews.
Okay.
They are in Iran, they are in Iraq, they are in Saudi Arabia, somehow.
Israel descent.
Yeah, Israel descent.
Okay.
And these are people America, Arab world see as spies for Israel.
Okay.
Now say the killing of Al-Assad Hania, the killing of Hassan Nasrallah. Okay. It's a link with start Mossad phone. In fact, the attack at Aramco and America, Saudi Arabia, don't believe say it came from say Mossad phone. So these are the people. I'm sorry, they are about 2% in Iran.
Okay.
And then Amuya say, you see, so okay, I'm moving from Kuchek. So okay, what happened with Saddam after American call? A concern Amuchinya among a dear friend nuclear weapon. And because we are so nuclear weapon Ukraine. Will be her name, so Moko Kruna, now they move out another room, and it is Ombokomasia, maybe I'll tell them their contamal. I'm going to know their Koibia, voter region. Tomba, Ambagasa, even if say, and Ukra and Nuha, Ambaso Mukase, Saddam or charges against humanities, or Kukuma move for, or Jela move for necessary, so they are going to do a regime change. All they want was to break down Saddam. And the success in doing so, after America left Iraq, up to now, Iraq to say. When we got a crew man and penal, Mukoy hanging one day, hanging Ukuno, Mufria, I copy the Shia Sunni Toka Iraq here at the Kitwa. The same thing Mukoye with Saddam, France, and Papa say, Gaddafi. So, while abusing human rights, Krumano complaining up to now, France, Libya here peaceful. In fact, now Aisha Gaddafi, the Baba could be a troll letter, they command the people of Iran, so we are careful. Because I don't know who they see on the crew. Okay, Afghanistan.
Right.
I'm so Al Qaeda and Taliban forces, Maba take over the country. My coup, and Jimuno, Abuzu, my Muslim go school, Yampene. I'm by a hijack crew for over 8 years. So standard Amuku, France say, very famous terrorist here, Amukun, we never see. They left Afghanistan area, Keti. To the same Al Qaeda and Taliban forces. Look at them call Mogadishu. Also, the course Papa is or the sample. If this Mogadishu double, or more call Mumpany, my money, almost all the course Somali, we are take it. And talk 2 days. I'm a free up to Somalia and peaceful. So what we are saying is that it's not about Obi Kumobi, Omako 35,000. So who succeeded in doing this? Autopol government, you know. Now, when Timinko Kronuko Trasi and control Krona, what do you think will happen? We have a Chroma, the 62% of patients in our from Faris Forum. These people, the majority in the country, they believe in the leadership of the Khomeini supreme leader. The minority, the Azaris and the Kurdish and the Mossad and stuff. Now, what they say, they even accuse American air arm, the Kurds in France, Iran. If Uko yi leader, when they do accept him, what do you think will happen? How do you expect the minority be the majority? It's not going to be possible. So some fees say 35,000 Nipa Unti. Amuko yi a friend said the leader that do you know the millions who will die after that? Because the moment I'm break your mind pay. Now I'm to be here because I'm track record say Amako Libya, Amako a friend say Mogadishu Farah Aidid and Bilam Pesam can Omoko Mogadishu against Farah Aidid. Okay, mess up. Omoko friends Afghanistan against Al Qaeda and Taliban, Osama bin Laden, Ayeye, Omoko. So all these places Omoko in Iraq against Saddam, Ayeye, all these countries Bolivia and Omajai country with problems. So if the fact is about 5,000, and no, I mean, say no, just okay or no trap. Also, the America or person Amawi, I can't say Kurman budget to say I'm not building regime change, and it's not going to work because Nepal win the free on the majority. I'm open. So maybe they make and say maybe a bomb by say to can be in time because say giant Tokana Mano continue like this. What going to happen is in the long run it's going to affect us as a country. You know that debate in some Mokacham say control fuel number of $83 per barrel.
Yeah, rise it.
Yes, yeah, they will buy 6 weeks there. The question is that by the time at 6 weeks besano, no takona jaya na. Say jaya, how much will be a fuel at that time?
Right.
So if a ton of fuel at $41, now do $83, that means we are losing. Yeah, I shall say lose times 2. What do you say? It means we have to buy times 2 of the one I sell at $41. So if by the time I get the best now, I could do, God forbid, I could do $150. So means Ghana government has to do times 3.
Yeah.
The consequential effect is one, we need to spend more dollars to get the oil, and to take off more dollars, and it will affect the dollar injection again in the Bank of Ghana. It might stabilize the city. So while the price of your friends say fuel air cost no, one should see the bed a bit depreciating, and then the price of cocoa has dropped to 2,000. Why? Because the manufacturers of cocoa say one of their customers are Middle East, as we know. So like in some for enter chocolate output products, will be lower, so they are not going for it. So the make and say we are bomb price and Tokanaman and travel far. But say about boy say enkon ni say ye nan kan crunch America say they are muye no man ye be I don't know if the who good news be awo. Yes, they could be say Khomeini and his leadership are bad, but without them it will be worse in Iran, I can tell you.
Okay.
So Recep Tayyip Erdogan or say ono de ono say no cked no bi o ono mo kopa,
right,
but say Jaima Iran breaki no those cked in Iran am himself it will affect Turkey because we come and support Turkey. Say, establishment. We have a story to tell. Okay, say this profile from Tariq for Libya, Niger, and Algeria. Since the fall of Libya, administration, those enclaves, I peaceful be. Among formidable say they want to establish their own state. Among travel down, Bedu Burkina Faso, Bedu La Côte d'Ivoire. Among Baba Kukume Mayna say. They have gone far. I could do Sambisa forest. I could merge with the Boko Haram in Nigeria. Harmon for. I could do Chad, but Chad army push your maba out. They try to because Sudan and South Sudan and peaceful. Is almost a man's uncle. So say German to Munisi and they say, what are you going to do? Is we are creating robots for our own in a country. One of the congressmen in America say, and yet the victory of America now is the aftermath of the victory. Trump invited what we call rebels and a terrorist for America.
Okay.
Because I know that these people will end up trying to revenge in other means. Either say I'm going to target American solutions, baby, and Americans are more terrorists. Several things who say Al-Zakawi and goes on which America for 2 minutes. I always have videos now. What happened in Syria and stuff. So you best say America. It's not about you go kunta kwana na to pull the relationship no we na jana between America. No aja group no mo ko omugunkuma. Omo say na mama all this country mo ko bia no up to date that country is peaceful. Remember example when they attack is Saddam Saddam. Saddam was believed to be a Sunni bias guy. They'll end up giving the leadership of Iraq to Shia. I'm telling you, check. Prime Minister about 3 times. Apart from that, the killings are called between Shia and Sunni in Iraq. A chain to Gulf War and Desert Storm Nina. So what we are saying is that look at what they did in Afghanistan. Who can say omo pia free Afghanistan na mo for the say mo find come because you know my adjuma you come for we so best omo it's not about yakoko and then the M1. But now to the papa ya china kotumi
a forest hunter no
and you see me my Canada be platform so now I'm for intimacy and I want to side with a former papa former minister of national security the papa of free around the juice area Kanapa.
Okay.
Say your judgment into the agents and so Omuma Nemaya.
So we do actually say it now Boakra
Obiako ye campaign. Say for Scabra and Momuska. What did you move for Scabri? You didn't go to 15 years. within 8 months you are reducing 50 years to 1 year. What you gonna 2 months? You never feel. Obi come de no. Watch say we baba no chese fi wuro bibiri na obewura for that reserve. Watch mo about 8 9 10 be ko mo. Motamo na within 2 days just in 3 years. Your case of $300 million, $500 million, $600 million, galam say ebi what have 10 years ya ba mo no post kwai.
Say empese o mining person.
Ah, my question is interest, but o mining e dey akrantechi. Say akuma akrante ba ko to be go them 3 years. I'm not saying the law shouldn't be enforced.
Yeah.
But we should be, look, they make us say you can look at our law. So be as I adopt to British law na liberty onum. Because I make I be a lawyer was say but I believe say Ghana say obi akọ banchi. Na bi na ko 5 years. Time am rofo law no say bonu we banchi. E bi ni be banchi so we very harshly. We are na do ko tum. And so you say there be na say for the same law no and the system. Look, you were brought up in the olden days, Say come to wa bushman na akanti be mokum. That's how we brought up to date. You krobia unam krokra say na people go to hunting.
Obi kra board dey be come the wa utimi twa. Up to now people are doing hunting in this country. Say forest level no say come no bi kwa. E be ma twa so papa be o ko na nuka so ko. Aso 20 we be 1 month. Na papa so be on but 3 years. So bibi now have you considered what happened to his family? Do you know what is going to happen to his family? Say because I go Kranchenti, we don't go to 3 years. Now money in survival. Look, sometimes we should be a bit considerate. Say a nipa who here. It is only in Ghana they want someone for time in prison. Now they are even called correctional centers abroad. Now say in terms of somebody police give us say school uniform, nobody prince of upper. And say good, here with UNJ. Yeah.
You say UNJ na say MP for Bayano, one day 149. Sure. So they are collaborating with her. And I think it's a very good initiative. But so people who come a quarantine a prawanti, also go them 3 years. Now program lifespan say. A program about 3 years here. The whole lifespan say. It is very unfair. And the way my man justify that yes we agree. And I like the question you ask. Conform me galamsi or forest why penalty or you go to go manda. So me only how many excavated na bush only a prawa do our farm so. Nin krante farm say wo kumo.
Na no onyini kra ba fie odwane ya konkrofo fie wo.
Wo ka ba ta pese excavated na only ma pese me wo one a prawa farm so kumo. Yenti o me choma brofo de mu ya. E na no say we na a story. Na baba because no bi anti.
Yeah.
Obi animunti on kodam 3 years. Yango bo no mabona say bia say ebe kwa go do president enimu na so be intervene na ye de na ba. Mami finalize on Ghana.
Yeah.
I think say sister years.
Enra wote ne o ma ati ye nyina na say.
Oh, enra na me was it be a debate hot pa anti. Man shall and take us me accept kakra through Joy News kakra na mti. But you see me what I'm looking at they say me fi say Ghana ko pa shira pa. 69 years of peace. 69 years of good leadership from the one to the current government. Be about whom I think so. Only consider Ghana. Ghana compare other countries. Within the 69 years, they say Yakwakoya maybe war be Ntokobi this whatever. Say tribe be against the tribe. The only time I hear what happened between the northern part in the Rolling Star 1996 and 7 or thereabout and experience some kind of things. We live very peaceful, but kakra. Ghana for super SSA.
Right.
Our patriotism is fading out because I don't even say, oh, sure, Obi say Kwame Nkrumah. Our independence by and episodes in the few when you bit match.
Is it the never honum pukra? Say, Obi the crowd.
And the crowd will say, yeah, from was on the property there in the party there, but the party decided to let it go.
Yeah.
Me there may not be come back. Crowd do say how it helped Argentina.
Sure.
And I'm sure in the film say Crowd do say feeling. I say aye. And minister, and CEO, and MP, deputy CEO, coordinators who will move your journey. Who compare with salary pan in the fear journey. And in Ghana, if you make an election, no be a motorbike cost 20,000, 30,000 for 1 vote. You call election now, Nipa by 200,000, no be almost 700 Ghana cedis. Who multiply 140 something million Ghana cedis 1 day. 140 something million guys will be there, in Ghana, and the Ghana is changing. In fact, a deeper enter in Ghana for say we are becoming frosters or memoir. She not pay me be Michelle could be and I began say, hey, Minister Crown and this I'm not watching. Yeah, I'm to watch him some other day. Or see QNet for now. And this I'm calling for free stream. Ni other peripheries of Ghana, Ukrasu, Obi Tikruma, no, I don't know communicate this, I don't know about now, Mucho, or Mudu Music, now we are now, I'm afraid, on Conabeto, Gobea, will be shocked. What they are going through. And our security, and then see a check unit for near Jamu, or then she see a check unit for near Jamu. I say, system, papa. And it's very bad for us as a baby. My Bagana Babidu, 69 years. I did time you need professors, you need doctors in a young, and maybe professors, engineers, whatever. I feel in Ukruma. Finally, I believe the system in there are good, but for one thing, and they say institutions, when it comes to documentations, we are very, very bad, very, very poor.
You keep your records.
And the Praga, no Praga, no more. Yeah, I got 25% there foreigners. I know from Niger and Nigeria and Mali.
Omo
muchi Praga wounds. It's a chroma fire because of Moya, they are from delivery. We don't have their data or be information. They go to almost a delivery or philosophy. One day to face a figure, but not the two as usual.
Yeah.
It's a chroma BBS or be a diope. Or be initiated, but no way diope. No proper record. If I move from Praga, I will take FM.
Right.
Of any bra alaba, only Roxy. Maybe I wouldn't Roxy, so I'll go for
it. First, mammy.
What's only Roxy? I was asking myself, I would take myself, would take a from Roxy. And I said, I kind of say, I was one of Ghana.
On your Ghana.
And when we started speaking outside, I was kind of purely Niger house. So I'm saying, say, if we do all this up to now, Ghana, it shall be proper record of ourselves.
But see, you answer near this uncle will be free because if you walk around Ghana card, I just
and let me just say,
and more politicians in Mokaho about 20 moment your mind infiltrations be brain any pep free baby be room.
Now, tell my God, is the issue about say the only document I just say we're Ghana and your birth set. Yeah, come once I'm saying because what we have said that who can say what is also be that offering him free a high and one nature why a Ghana. That cannot be done. Me background free, my queen in Burkina Faso. That's where my grandfather everybody. Your land or your farm or if I go to the person here Burkina Faso, I have to start there. From a fee near endorse me. Now more assemblyman now endorse so near Kunimsa. So by the time I got to Burkina Faso, I pass from route to fee and Kazakasa community. But the Kuma who come here also this also be the Ajwa. That is all your church ama or chana you got a birth set. The next time you move to passport. I also feel it was some few kwa debe na beho. E dey obi obisa fe or cemetery. Na atro and one passport. So you should be serious.
All right.
With all this and the outside documentations, I'm telling you we are very, very bad at it.